eStep is a European project funded by Comenius, and our objective is to support teachers in schools to use social media to support effective parental engagement. The project is led by an institution in Greece, CTI, and we're also working with colleagues in Austria and Bulgaria and Ireland. And we're working with schools across those 5 countries.
The eStep is a European Comenius project which aims to explore how social media could benefit young people's learning. More specifically, it focuses on teacher-parent relationships. It has been identified that parents in various different sectors of education do not engage necessarily and are involved in the same way. Parental involvement varies in different cultural contexts, in different European countries, in different sectors of education as well. Parental involvement varies, and it depends on children's age and level of progression and need, educational need, and personal social needs as well. So the eStep explores the possibility of engaging parents more in children's learning so that children will benefit from a better cooperation and more frequent cooperation between teachers and parents. The other important thing about the eStep project is that it uses social media. It is a unique, quite different way to engage parents in children's learning. We are moving towards a more advanced technological society where social media plays a significant role in young people's learning and a significant role in general communication amongst people. So we aim to find if social media could benefit a better relationship really between parents and teachers in schools.
So to date we've undertaken a literature review of effective work with social media in schools across those 5 countries to identify good practice. And then we've worked with teachers from 5 schools in each of those countries, so 25 schools across the partnership, to identify teachers' needs. In that process, we've interviewed head teachers, ICT coordinators, teachers on the ground, and also parents. We've worked quite closely with parents to get a better understanding of how parents experience parental engagement, what they like in terms of their relationship with schools, what they would like to see changed, and how they see improvement working. As an outcome of that, we've then developed a specialised teacher training framework that will help teachers to explore parental engagement in their own settings, to understand again what works, what doesn't work, to set aspirational agendas for change, and then to put into place roadmaps to achieve that change. We're using a teacher research methodology that we hope will support very bespoke, localised approaches to parental engagement, and ensure that the responses that schools develop are well matched to the needs of schools and their communities.
I work for City Road Primary Academy and I'm the deputy head there. And just about over a year ago, City Road Primary School became an academy. So BCU are our sponsor. So in that respect, we've had quite a lot of liaison with BCU. And as part of that, we became involved in this project, the eStep project. My involvement has been interviewed by Alex in terms of how my school in particular engages parents from the community, and how we possibly use IT to do that. We're at a starting point where we haven't got that advanced technology, we've just got a website that's up and running, so that's still being developed. And when I was interviewed, I was asked, you know, how do we involve parents, how do we communicate with them? So we do things like newsletters, we have workshops, we have drop-in sessions, We have adult learning classes for parents. We have sessions where any parent can come and see myself and the head at any time to discuss anything, any concerns. Of course, we have the regular sort of parents' meetings as well. So it was just looking at different ways in how we try and get the parents to be involved with us, and how we want the next step to be basically parents to be more sort of using their initiative and sort of coming up with some ideas that we can start, implementing in the school.
Wilson Stewart School is a special needs school for the age range of 2 to 25 now. So we're going all the way from nursery all the way up to 25, which is in line with recent government objectives to provide education for 19 to 25-year-olds. So we're expanding, and this means we've got quite a wide range of parents, and as we draw from across the whole city, and therefore parental engagement has been an issue for us. So it's the reason we got involved with the eStep project is to perhaps find ways we can address our issues and perhaps input and help in a wider role across Europe.
We recently piloted the framework that we developed at an international seminar in Athens, where we worked with teachers from 10 European countries. They used some of the materials that we developed to explore their own attitudes, values and experience of parental engagement, and produced artefacts that aim to represent and tell stories about parental engagement in their own settings.
I think the most useful thing so far has been a sort of self-critical analysis that we've been able to do of our own processes and find our strengths and weaknesses in actually putting together a presentation to deliver in Greece, as we did do. We were able to have a look at what we're good at. For example, we do have quite a strong relationship in terms of training sessions and getting parents in for focus sessions, but those are our very dedicated parents. So we actually find that we need to perhaps find new ways to reach out to those parents who don't attend and we find hard to reach. And this is a big issue for us because we don't have that school gate ethos where parents drop off their children, because our children are picked up by minibus. So it's a quite tricky issue for us, and we're hoping that technology, various things that hopefully the eStep project will bring to the forefront can address these concerns that we have.
The thing about the project made me realise that there are quite a lot of things that we actually do at the school, and it made me kind of stand back and think, well, there's so many things that we do at the school that we do really well. So, and then as part of the project, I was asked to present what sort of things we do at our school and a background of the school, and alongside 2 other schools as well that were involved. And because we're 3 very different sort of education providers, it was quite interesting to see how 2 other schools were quite advanced with the technology, but we're not at that stage at all. So that's what my presentation was about at the time when I was involved in Athens.
We'd like first of all to see if social media can be used in interactions and communications between teachers and parents. If they can be used, will they improve communication? What are the variables involved in using social media? And how young people obviously can benefit from the use of social media, how their learning, social and personal needs will be improved as a result of involving parents in a different way, in a more modern way through social media in their learning.
What we hope is that the project will facilitate teachers and schools to become better at parental engagement, and particularly through the use of social media to facilitate effective parental engagement. So we hope the ultimate beneficiaries will be young people and students who are working in those school settings, as the school that they're working with and their parents and guardians and families work better in partnership to support their learning.